and a big observatory. It has done for hundreds of years.
Peter's bones, were they somebody else's bones? Again, we can't know for sure.
They can channel the power of God to drive Satan away.
This underground city is so secret that even Donald Trump isn't allowed to enter. You heard that right. A man who stood at the top of the free world, commander of the world's most powerful military, with access to nuclear launch codes, was denied access to what lies beneath the Vatican. Because under those holy walls, beneath St. Peter's Basilica, and deeper than the catacombs tourists see, exists a hidden city, a labyrinth of climate-controlled vaults, sealed archives, forbidden tombs, and tunnels that stretch for miles under the world's most sacred nation, guarded by Swiss soldiers trained to kill in silence, protected by laws no government can challenge, and controlled by a pope who doesn't answer to any earthly courtroom. Inside, documents that could shatter religions, artifacts that could rewrite history, technologies and maps the public was never meant to see. This is not a museum. This is power, buried underground. And if you're not chosen by the Vatican, your name doesn't matter. Your title doesn't matter. Not even President of the United States matters. Tonight, Luxrich takes you behind the gates no camera has ever filmed. Welcome to the Vatican's forbidden underground city. Most people think of the Vatican as a tiny city, just 0.2 square miles of churches, museums, and ancient art. But that's only the part you're allowed to see. What the Vatican truly is the headquarters of the oldest running political power in human history. A sovereign nation with its own passports, its own currency, its own military, its own intelligence network, diplomatic immunity worldwide. Even the CIA once admitted the Vatican is the best informed organization on Earth. But the Vatican's real strength isn't above ground. It lies beneath, deep underground, shielded from satellites, journalists, and world leaders who think they know everything. Down there, walls thicker than nuclear bunkers protect, secret archives sealed from public eyes, tombs of forgotten popes, tunnels large enough to drive armored vehicles, rooms containing classified technology confiscated across centuries. One historian whispered a truth many fear to say: if the Vatican ever opened everything below ground, history would collapse overnight. Because the Vatican doesn't just store religion, it stores truth, or the things the world calls truth. The power to erase a king, to silence a scientist, to forbid a discovery, to choose what civilization is allowed to know. Every empire in history, Rome, Spain, the Ottomans, France, even the United States, has feared what the Vatican keeps buried. Because as long as the truth remains underground, the Vatican remains on top. Beneath Vatican City lies a vault so protected, the world's most powerful leaders have been politely denied entry. It is known only as Archivum Secretum, Apostolicum Vaticanum, the Vatican's secret archives. Over 53 miles of shelves, ancient scrolls, forbidden gospels, royal letters, locked crates, and documents so classified many popes never saw them. Only the highest-ranking Vatican scholars may enter, and even they must request access with reason, because you are only allowed to know what they decide you can know. Some of the rumored contents include the missing books of the Bible, letters from Pontius Pilate about Jesus, the Confession of Galileo deals with ancient empires, records of secret bloodlines, proof of miracles the world never learned about. One archivist, forced into silence, once said, "These documents could break the faith of millions, or make millions more believe." There are rumors of a separate section, a locked vault beneath the main vault, containing artifacts recovered from Jerusalem, sealed away before any government could claim them. A golden arc-shaped container, unidentifiable relics radiating electromagnetic heat, a stone tablet with writing older than Hebrew, no photos, no inventory, just whispers from those who were forced to forget. If even the slightest part of this is true, then the Vatican isn't guarding the past. They're protecting a reality the world is not allowed to see. And that is why even leaders like Donald Trump, with full access to nuclear codes, are told, "You may pray in the Basilica, but you may not go below." Because below is where the real power lies. Directly beneath Vatican City lies a second Vatican, not made of marble and sunlight, but of concrete, steel, and shadows. A labyrinth of restricted tunnels designed not for tourists, but for survivors. level. These hidden passages connect the Apostolic Palace, St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican Intelligence Headquarters, and a secret private railway line disappearing beneath Rome. Most of the public believes this old railway is abandoned, locked since the early 1900s. But intelligence insiders tell another story. This train line is the Pope's evacuation system, a silent escape route engineered during World War II to flee unseen if Rome ever fell. Inside the tunnels are blast-proof vault doors, facial recognition checkpoints, panic sirens that alert armed Swiss guards within seconds, fully furnished crisis shelters, medical labs, and secure communication rooms. This isn't a basement. It's a parallel capital city built to keep the church alive, even if the surface world falls to war. Some say these tunnels stretch far beyond Rome, connecting to former military bunkers and mothballed Cold War safe houses in the countryside. One rumor claims a special lift under the Vatican gardens leads down 12 stories deep to a chamber where only two people hold the keys, the Pope and the head of Vatican intelligence. Visitors, even world leaders, can roam the museums above. But below, only the chosen step into the darkness, because what moves through those tunnels isn't just the Pope. It is the future of the church if the world collapses. Deep beneath the marble courtyards, past the prayer halls and priceless relics, lies something nobody expects in a religious center. A high-tech command hub built not for ceremony, but for global influence. Inside this secured chamber, protected by armed guards and biometric locks, a network of encrypted devices monitors political unrest in real time, satellite feeds focused on sensitive regions, doctrinal threats and underground movements, emergency communication lines with every major capital. The Vatican calls it precaution. Intelligence agencies call it something else, the Holy Surveillance Network. This hidden center contains quantum-encrypted archives, secure Vatican VPN channels, emergency authority override systems, black-boxed AI trained on centuries of classified records. Its purpose? To ensure that if the world changes overnight, if governments fall, empires shift, or a new crisis threatens the church, the Vatican doesn't just survive, it controls the narrative. Rumors claim that this underground tech hub stores secrets collected for over 1,000 years, lost gospels, forbidden scientific discoveries, royal confessions erased from history, hidden files on world leaders, including some still in power today. Every digital door is sealed, every server is locked, every secret guarded behind stone walls and silence. Even Donald Trump, with all his power and influence, would never be cleared for entry. If you follow the right corridor, past iron gates older than the United States itself, you reach a vault of pure silence. Inside rests the most restricted library on Earth, Archivum Secretum Apostolicum Vaticanum, the Vatican's secret archives. Miles of shelves stretch beneath the city like veins of hidden knowledge. But visitors don't browse here. Only the Pope and a handful of scholars are allowed to touch what's inside. Because the documents contained here don't just record history, they rewrite it. Locked away from mankind are early Christian texts that contradict the New Testament prophecies the Church refuses to reveal, treaties with emperors and dictators, classified files on world leaders, past and present, ancient astronomical charts that challenge science, and books about miracles, demonic rites, and lost civilizations. Some historians claim this archive contains the trial transcript of Jesus, letters from King Solomon, maps of the Garden of Eden, proof of extraterrestrial visitations, and even the full book of Enoch, removed from the pile because it reveals too much about angels and the Watchers. If exposed, these documents could shake the foundation of 3 major religions and collapse the trust that billions place in history itself. And that is why this chamber is sealed with multiple papal decrees and guarded by soldiers trained at one of the toughest military academies in Europe. No Hollywood star, no billionaire, no president of the United States has ever walked this deep inside. Not even Donald Trump, because there are 2 kinds of power in this world: power that rules nations and power that controls truth. And the Vatican keeps that second power far below the surface, hidden, protected, waiting. Underneath the Vatican, there exists a passage known only to a few world leaders and military strategists, A hidden escape tunnel built for the moment the world turns against Rome. Locals whisper its name with fear. Passetto di Borgo, the passage of the shadow. It runs beneath the Vatican walls and stretches nearly 800 meters toward Castel Sant'Angelo, a fortress once used to store the church's most dangerous weapons and darkest possessions. This tunnel has only been used 3 times in history. Each time, a pope's life was hanging by a thread. Or 94, when a French army invaded Rome. Pope Alexander VI escaped through the darkness, guided only by torchlight and the smell of burning city streets. When German mercenaries stormed the Vatican, slaughtering priests as they searched for the Pope, Clement VII vanished below the ground, his footsteps echoing through a passage where even sound seemed afraid to travel. But here's the secret most people don't know. The modern tunnel you see in history books, that's just the surface-level decoy. Today's Vatican has expanded it into a multi-layered underground evacuation system sealed by blast doors reinforced with military-grade steel. The updated network includes armed checkpoints every 100 meters, panic rooms with oxygen recycling systems, emergency radio command centers, a direct escape route for the entire papal inner circle. This is not a tourist landmark. This is a last resort pathway for the most powerful spiritual figure on Earth. A tunnel engineered for nuclear war, for revolutions, for the final battle between good and evil. And yet, not a single president, not even Donald Trump, has been permitted inside. Because this tunnel isn't meant for world leaders. It's meant for the one man who claims he can speak directly to God. He has walked in the Oval Office. He has toured Area 51. He has stepped inside billionaire bunkers and royal palaces. But when Donald Trump, one of the most powerful men on Earth, requested a private tour of the Vatican's underground city, the answer was simple: not authorized, not denied with a reason, not denied with an explanation, just no. Why? Because the Vatican's underground world is not a tourist attraction. It is not for presidents, not for kings, not even for billionaires. It is for those who can be trusted to carry the weight of secrets that could shake the foundation of world religion. A Vatican insider allegedly said, "He is influential, he is bold, he is powerful, but he is unpredictable." Trump is a showman, a man who loves cameras, a man who speaks first and deals with consequences later. The Vatican fears one mistake, one leaked detail, could expose truths the church has protected for nearly 2,000 years. There is another reason whispered behind closed doors. Trump does not share the Vatican's faith, nor its loyalty. To enter the deepest vaults, you must hold absolute obedience to the Holy See. Power does not grant access here. Submission does. One cardinal put it bluntly: earthly authority ends where God's secrets begin. So while world leaders unlock borders, control militaries, and rewrite history, the Vatican reminds them there are places on this planet they will never command. Not even the President of the United States. Down here, beneath the stone floors of the Holy City, the church decides who enters and who never will. Even the richest and most powerful men on Earth get told no here. Beneath the Vatican lies a hidden city so secret that even a former US President, Donald Trump himself, was denied entry. Why? Because what's protected down there isn't gold or treasures. It's truth. Dangerous truth. World-shifting truth. And until the day those sealed doors open, the Vatican's deepest mysteries will remain buried in darkness. If you want to unlock more secrets they don't want you to know, subscribe to Luxrish and turn on notifications. Because the most powerful secrets on Earth aren't hidden in space. They're hidden right beneath our feet.